Greetings, Earthlings. Well, in a previous video, I said the last thing I need is a new multimeter. The last thing I need probably is another multimeter, but yeah, like that. So what's this? It's another multimeter. This is a Fluke 8500A. The reason I got it is just because it came cheap. It was listed as an 8050A. This was on eBay, and so anybody who was looking for 8050As looked at this and said, I don't know what that is. And anybody who was looking for an 8500A wouldn't have spotted it. So I got it for like $27 US dollars plus shipping. And so I couldn't pass that up. It is a 5.5 or 6.5 digit meter, depending on, there's a little switch, which is really, that final digit is really just used for calibration. So we'll call it a 5.5 digit multimeter. It's modular in construction. We'll look inside in a minute. So it has plug-in modules. It comes standard with DC volts. Ohm measurement, resistance measurement is an option as a plug-in module. Current measurement is an option as a plug-in module. Two different options for AC volts. There's an averaging and there's an RMS version. So this does not have current measurement. And if I press, amps DC, error 9. Okay, which indicates that it's not there. Oh, what is this? Come on here. Oh no, I've lost a digit. That's terrible. There it is. Okay, and you can see it's not in the greatest shape. It's missing the plastic or Bakelite or whatever that is on this banana jack has broken off. There's a screw missing here. The calibration seals are broken. But I got it and I fired it up and it was basically working. So, oh well. We won't have any repair videos on this one. And so it was close to being, correct. I checked it. And so I ran it through calibration, calibrating it against this, which also needs calibration. But I use this as my reference. And so it is fully functional. And so I don't know what to do with it. But as you can see here, we'll show. Oops. We can compare readings against this Tektronix DMM 4020, which is recently calibrated. And so I calibrated against this, okay? And now we're going to compare against this. Really it's, you'll see it's pretty close. They match pretty closely. Okay, we'll go auto range there. That's supposed to be 1 volt. 0.999978. This says 5. So we're within 2 counts there. 10 volts. Also pretty close. I agree completely. 100 volts. Still pretty close. 200. Yeah, spot on. So, within really a couple of counts of this calibrated meter. So now this one, basic accuracy on this is much better than this. So what does that mean? I don't know. Anything I calibrate or comparing it against this, it still may not be in spec, as it were, but for my purposes, it's good enough because it's not like I need all those extra digits. Now, 10.1 is where you calibrate it. And yesterday, now these have been up and running overnight. Of course, the temperature in the room was probably a little different yesterday when I calibrated it, so that could be a factor. But this was spot on 10.1. Now it's off by 2 counts. This shows 5 counts difference. Whatever, whatever, dude. And I want to keep this video short because I have a bunch of other things that I should be doing rather than dealing with this. But let's open it up just to have a look at it. Now, this screw's not original. There's a couple of screws. There's a couple of them that are black, and the rest of them are silver. So, I mean, someone's been in this, and that had me worried when I first saw it. Because I'm thinking, uh-oh, calibration seal is broken. There's other things that are broken. This thing could be garbage. But it's not. Okay. And there it is. Funny smell. I don't know if that's burned electronics or what. Power supply's over here, and then there's all these different modules, you see. Controller, IEEE 488 interface, okay, it's got that, that's an option. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Isolator, okay, there's your A to D converter, active filter, DC signal conditioner, AC DC converter, averaging, that's the averaging one, and the ohms converter. Now these open up to calibrate. These things open up and they have little tilt-away covers, but somebody manhandled it, and it wasn't me. And so, again, that had me a little worried when I saw that somebody had been in here and had not treated it with the greatest of care. But the adjustments for calibration are up along the top for each one, and the instructions are in the manual. The manual for the 8500A that you can find online is like only 14 pages. So you look at the 8502A manual, and it's the same thing. So the 8502A has more buttons, I think. That one's also been mangled and busted off. I didn't calibrate AC volts. I didn't even check AC volts. I'm assuming it'll be fine. I don't do that. I don't do a lot of AC volt measurement. DC volts and resistance are the primary things, and those are, again, pretty much within spec. Close enough for my purposes. So that's it. And if you wanted to upgrade to the RMS converter, you'd pull this thing out and plug in a different module. And that's all there is to it. So, again, I wanted to keep this video short, so that's just going to be it for now. It's going to go back on the shelf. I'll get to other things. Maybe we'll come back and revisit this at some point and get inside these modules, check the capacitors, and stuff like that. All the stuff you like to do on this ancient equipment. But again, this does not seem to need anything.